If you found a letter in your locker and it was from someone saying goodbye, what would you do? Would you ignore it? Or would you try to find them, even if you didn't know who they were? This is the story of how one high school girl found a letter and saved a life she never even knew was in danger. Listen closely. It started on a rainy Tuesday morning. Ava, just an ordinary 11th grader, opened her locker like she always did. Same books, same jacket. But something was different. There was a folded piece of paper sitting on top of her textbook. No name, no color, just plain white, slightly damp, like someone slipped it in not long ago. She almost tossed it, but curiosity won. She unfolded it. The handwriting was neat but shaky, and it read, "If you're reading this, I'm sorry. I just needed someone to hear me. Today might be my last day. Not because I want it to be, but because I don't know how to keep going." Ava stood there, frozen. A chill crawled down her spine. It didn't feel like a joke or a prank. It felt real. She looked around. Nothing. No one watching. All day she couldn't focus. Who wrote it? Why her locker? She didn't tell her friends or her teachers. But something deep inside her said, this is not something to ignore. That night, she read the letter again and again. At the bottom was one final line. "I sit 3 rows behind you in assembly. Maybe you've never noticed me, but I noticed you." The next morning, she sat in assembly and slowly turned around. 3 rows back, 6 students. She scanned their faces. None of them looked at her. Or maybe they were just pretending not to. Still unsure, Ava made a choice. She wrote a letter of her own. "I saw your message. Please talk to me. You're not alone." With a small, smiley face at the end. She left it in her locker and waited. The next day, there was a reply. "Didn't think anyone would write back. My name is Eli. I'm in year 11 too. You don't know me, but thank you for caring. I'm not okay, but I'm still here." That was the beginning. Every day, they exchanged letters. Ava learned Eli loved to draw, that he loved quiet music and hated sports. He told her about how his dad left last year and how he'd stopped talking to most people since then. Ava shared back, too. How her mom worked 2 jobs just to keep them afloat. How some days she felt invisible, even in a crowded room. It was strange. How close they became without ever speaking a word. 2 invisible people finding each other. Then one day, things changed. Ava had a dentist appointment and missed school. She forgot to leave a letter. The next morning, she found one. But it wasn't like the others. It was shorter. Messier. "Didn't get your note yesterday. Thought maybe you gave up. It's okay if you did. I don't blame you. Everything's loud again. I might not come back tomorrow." Her heart dropped. She knew what that meant, and this time, she didn't wait. She went straight to the school counselor and showed them the letters. The counselor asked questions, but Ava only had a name, Eli. No last name, no face, just that he was in year 11. And he drew. They searched, quietly, carefully, and finally found him. Eli was in the art room, lunchtime, headphones in, drawing quietly. The counselor waited at the door. Ava walked up slowly. He looked up, surprised. She smiled, a little nervous, and said just one thing. "I got your letters." His eyes widened. He blinked, like he wasn't sure if this was real. And then, he smiled. Not because he was okay, but because someone found him. After that, things didn't magically fix, but they got better. He started talking to the counselor once a week. He kept drawing. He and Ava started walking to class together. Sometimes they talked, sometimes they didn't. But the silence felt different now, not lonely, connected. By graduation, no one would have guessed Eli was once the boy who almost gave up. Ava never told anyone the full story. She didn't need to, because saving someone doesn't always look like a big, heroic moment. Sometimes, it looks like a folded piece of paper. She still has those letters, worn, soft around the edges, tucked into a shoebox under her bed. Sometimes she reads them again, not because she needs to remember, but because she never wants to forget what a small act of kindness can do. So, what would you have done? If you found a letter like that, would you have ignored it, or would you have answered? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because sometimes someone out there is just waiting to be noticed.